Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields this way out to the 17. They will get this across the 20, but not much time to get the 23-yard line.
Why would I want to keep hurting myself?
Second down.
Cause you only want me, no one else. I try to put you around so she can show my feelings. But you when it close out, it's time. See, I'm looking at my one baby. I need to see you. For real, keep your nails done, nigga. We don't have me raggedy. How you find the vanity bag? Honey with everything on me rocking the shaggedy bag. PDA, let me shine when I kiss her. Run back like, look at that frame with the sister. With your fat ass. Just a nice, no glad ass. My pretty face with a fat ass. I got a dress strip on bad ass. Been a seat. She going home, you better see. What?
What?
Probably.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass.
I'll fuck my game, bro.
Never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they'll get it down.
I like my girls just like I like my honey. Sweet, little selfish. I like my women like I like my money. Green, little selfish.
You gotta know what to call it. I know I wasn't more of it. Too big a love of a churro for it. Yeah, man.
I cannot take the classes away. Never win. Would you leave me? I go like too far. First thing with stop. Don't even have a car, but you away from me.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the
all the pretty girls in the world, but I'm in this space with you. Cause it doesn't lie, they can't define. Nobody was fake with you.
Picked off by Matt Hughes. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken out past the 30.
I like my girl just like I like my honey. Sweet little selfish.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he gets this to the 35.
I like my women like I like my money. Sweet little jelly.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That's complete to Swift on the backfield. And he's going to lose yardage here.
Desire, take him to mommy bathroom because I said broke.
Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We're scoreless after one.
Man, put this shit up. This shit got cold.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the...
And now this is intercepted. Picked up by a feature fumble. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Newton. Touchdown number 12 on the Lions punched the first points of the ball as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on these drives. Because remember, last time out, they threw an interception.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Prescott off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Cowboys at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A first down throw for Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back up. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. This one swung out to Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Cybert on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Prescott down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Elliott saw the fewest carries of his career in 2021, but that didn't stop him from still going across 1,000 yards for the 4th time and finishing top 10 in the league in both yards and touchdowns. Another productive season from one of the league's best backs.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On second down, Elliott. They find some open field here. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
on 2nd and 9. Prescott, and that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Newton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they...
And now here is another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Newton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Newton takes it himself. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And Newton's going to keep it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. A handoff left, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete.
She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. Your chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you go. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is your pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. Now I'll blow your up. Then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze.